That prayer you whispered while trying not to cry, God heard it. Not the perfect prayer, not the polished church version, the exhausted one. The prayer whispered into the darkness after pretending to be strong all day. The one where you did not even know what to say anymore except, God, I can't do this alone. He heard that one. And maybe lately you've been wondering if heaven has gone silent because life has felt heavy for longer than expected. You smile around people. You answer, I'm okay, automatically. You keep functioning. But deep down, something feels tired inside you. Not lazy, not weak. Tired. Tired of overthinking. Tired of carrying invisible pressure. Tired of fighting battles nobody else fully understands. And the dangerous part is, you've gotten used to suffering quietly. You no longer even expect people to notice, but heaven hears what the world ignores. People hear words, God hears weight. He hears the stress hidden behind your silence, the fear underneath your distractions, the exhaustion underneath your smile. Some prayers are whispered because the soul is too tired to scream. But listen carefully now. Not all exhaustion is holy. Some of your pain comes from life. Some of it comes from what you keep feeding your mind every day. You pray for peace while consuming things that destroy it. You ask God for clarity while drowning yourself in noise constantly, scrolling, comparison, distraction, escape and silence every chance you get. And then you wonder why your soul feels restless at night. A mind filled with chaos struggles to recognize peace when it arrives. That truth hurts, but healing begins with honesty. There is a reason some of your quietest moments feel uncomfortable. Silence exposes things. Distraction hides the fear, the loneliness, the unresolved pain, the version of yourself you have been avoiding. That's why many people fear being alone with their thoughts, because eventually truth gets louder than entertainment. But maybe this season is not only breaking you, maybe it's exposing what needs healing. Ancient monks would sit in silence for hours because they understood something modern people forgot. A person constantly running from silence eventually runs from themselves too. And maybe that's what God has been trying to slow down inside you lately. Not to punish you, to wake you up. Because your soul cannot heal while constantly distracted. Listen carefully now. You thought God abandoned you because life became difficult. But some of the strongest people in history were rebuilt during lonely seasons. David wrote Psalms while hunted. Joseph was forgotten in prison before reaching purpose. Even Jesus spent time alone in the wilderness before stepping fully into his mission. Loneliness does not always mean abandonment. Sometimes it is preparation. Sometimes God removes noise so you can finally hear truth clearly again. And maybe the truth you need tonight is this. You do not need to become perfect before God listens to you. You just need to stop pretending. Because honest prayers change people. Not because they magically remove every problem overnight, but because honesty finally opens the door, healing enters through. So stop praying like someone trying to sound strong. Pray like someone telling the truth. God, I'm exhausted. God, I'm scared. God, I feel lost lately. Those prayers matter. And no, healing is not instant. Sometimes healing looks less dramatic than people expect. Sometimes it looks like getting out of bed again, putting the phone down earlier, learning discipline slowly, forgiving yourself, honestly sitting in silence without escaping, immediately choosing hope, one painful day at a time. That's still healing. And maybe tonight, this is what you truly need to hear. Your pain is not invisible to heaven. Your quiet prayers are not wasted words disappearing into darkness. And your current season is not the end of your story. The sunrise still comes after the longest nights, slowly, quietly, faithfully, just like God often does.